Sitting is the new smoking, they say. That means if a person is doing all the good things for his or her health, like going to the gym, working out regularly, eating good food, but at the same time is equally smoking, the benefits received will actually not add up in making his or her health better. Why, you ask? Let's find out. Hi friends, my name is Ashwini. I welcome you all today to my channel. In today's lifestyle where there is so much of sitting, it's kind of a sedentary lifestyle, you may say. Even if we are taking all the good things like good nutrition, good exercises and good everything, but the most important is how active are you throughout your day, and if you are not, this is what will happen. Use it or lose it. Yes, if you really train hard at the gym and give your muscles the necessary amount of protein but do not use them, it is actually going to decay, right? When I say decay, don't think of it, it's like the decaying of muscles, but in a way we are making it redundant and we are making it not useful, even though we are putting so much of effort in building those muscles. But the most important activity or the most important growth that happens through those muscles is by movement. And if we don't do that, it is kind of deteriorating the health, even if we are putting so much of effort in building it. Has it ever happened to you that after sitting for a really long time, when you get up, your neck is stiff, your shoulders are stiff, your back is stiff, maybe your legs are all cramped up? And by the way, this can happen to the healthiest of the person. The reason for this is that the muscle area becomes very stiff when we sit in one position for a really long time, and because of that, the necessary amount of flexibility is not there in these muscles even to do the day-to-day activities. As water won't flow through a blocked pipe, similarly the blood won't flow through the blocked nerves when we are sitting for too long, and this not only puts a lot of pressure when you get up, but at the same time it is making your nerve health even weaker. Now, what are the simple ways in which we can incorporate more movement into our day-to-day activities? When we are focused in our work, we are so very focused that we really can't depend on ourselves to remind to get up and do the movement that is necessary. Instead, take use of the technology, take use of your phone, or on the laptop also we do have a feature where it kind of reminds you after a certain amount of time. I mean, I know it happens in Windows, I'm not sure about Mac OS, but it does happen that it can give you a reminder after a certain amount of time, and then you can take that as a cue for you to stand up, leave your desk, do some stretches and then come back and sit at your desk. Again, I said, don't rely on yourself, make use of technology. Once you are used to it, you can then lose the reminders and do it yourself. Whenever you get up from your desk to maybe say fill up your glass of water or for any other reason, make sure you are giving your body a nice stretch by the time the water is being filled. So you might stretch your shoulders, you might stretch your neck, you might stretch your back a little bit, and that's how you can go ahead and make sure that you are not making these muscles stiff and using them and not losing them. Check your calendar. If you know that there are meetings that is going to happen for a really long time, make sure that you are getting the movement before the meeting and after the meeting, or at least during the meeting. If it's a really long one, make sure to stand for 5 minutes, or make sure to stand for the entire meeting if it is possible for you. This way you will ensure that enough of activity is also going through, and also at the same time you are focused on the meeting and not have to leave the desk when the meeting is going on. Now, this is while you are working, but for your overall day, schedule a step count for your day and make sure by end of day you are completing those steps. So maybe it is in between meetings, maybe it is before your meals, or maybe whenever you are getting up to get your tea or coffee. Try to complete those steps before the end of the day, and if it is still left before your last meal of the day, maybe before your dinner, try to complete those steps. In this way, you will get into the habit of walking and moving a little more, and once you are completely okay with walking and you have put yourself into that habit, then you can just take out the whole technology part of it. Also, one more thing I like to tell you, this is actually a funny but a very effective technique, and you can like shoot two birds with one stone with this technique. And the technique is very simple, drink more water. Yes, when you drink more water, you will fill the water more often. When you drink more water, you have to go to the bathroom more often. But this will ensure that you are driving away all the toxins from the body, and also it will ensure that you are running to and fro to the bathroom and getting that necessary amount of activity that is required. See, I told you, two birds with one stone, getting your toxins flushed out of your body and also getting your body to move a lot more. Your body is going to thank you, trust me on this. Now these are very simple techniques. Incorporating in your day-to-day life is absolutely very easy, but will make sure that your health parameter is going up every single day. Along with your nutritious food, your exercise, when you put this amount of activity in your day-to-day life, you will see that your health is not just getting better, you are able to enjoy your day with a lot of energy, excitement, and of course feeling a lot more fresh. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and other health related videos are right here, and I will see you in the next video. You take care till then. Bye bye.